On country roads in North Carolina, a yellow sign reading PED stands in front of many farms. It's a caution marker, noting that porcine epidemic diarrhea, or PED virus, has infected the pig population.
When the disease hits a herd, the nursing pigs, the newborn pigs, most of them die.
Nearly a third of the state's piglets on the 3,000 commercial hog farms have died since June. But on a snowy March morning, there's no sign of the virus on this farm. Michael Jones and his family own this 75-acre operation. They raise over 200 free-range hogs and sell to local stores and restaurants.
My pigs have a more robust immune system. They've lived outdoors.
How the virus is spread is not yet known, but many commercial pig farms are densely crowded, and that could play a factor in the spread of PED.
It's very significant because most pork produced in the United States is in confinement facilities. And those pigs are very vulnerable to PED because it is easily transmittable.
What is known is that the virus cannot spread from animals to humans, and that the older sows somehow develop a natural resistance, which may be preventing an overwhelming outbreak in the adult population. And as thousands of piglets continue to die from PED virus across the country, environmental groups are warning the Department of Agriculture and states like here in North Carolina of the potential health risks that could occur with the disposal of infected hog carcasses.
We have a large number of carcasses that are just being left in dead boxes for long periods of time. Now, the dead box is a lot like a dumpster that sits on the property of one of the farms. If they're left for long periods of time, they're exposed to the elements. They can leak out their bodily fluids, blood. The pictures clearly show this. And so the question that I would have is, what is the response of agricultural officials to this, to the outbreak?
Late last month, the Waterkeeper Alliance and North Carolina Riverkeepers sent these photos and a letter to Governor Pat McCrory asking him to declare a state of emergency because they believe that infected pig carcasses are not disposed of properly and there is a high risk for contamination of the groundwater. Al Jazeera America reached out to North Carolina Governor Pat McCrory and his office responded. We are aware of the situation and have already been in contact with the Department of Agriculture. Commissioner Troxler is monitoring the situation, and we're confident he'll request additional support from the governor's office if needed. To date, there is no vaccine, and despite the herd losses, farmers are not required to report the virus to state or federal officials. But farmer and environmental concerns, along with pork prices, are starting to rise. Robert Ray, Al Jazeera, Lewisburg, North Carolina.